Minash-Shaytanir-Rajim. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. Today is my topic that how to learn English language and how to speak English language very fluently. So before we are going to learn English language, I want to talk you about a language. So what is a language? Language is basically a tool that we can use to convey our message to other peoples. Mm, Now there are lots, thousands of languages speaking in all over the world, but the English language is acceptable in all over the world as a international language. So I want to tell you about English language, that how to learn English language. Now we divide English language in basically four category. Number first is listening, number two is reading, number three is writing, and number four is speaking. So firstly we discuss listening. So listening play a very important role in English. When we listen something, for example, a daily conversation, when we watch videos on YouTube about daily conversation that native speaker are speaking with each other, or we saw videos in YouTube. For example, we saw movies or English learning stage series. So we listen a lots of words, and we listen a lot of things that a native speaker can speak with each other. So when we listen these all kind of stuff, so we learn English more from that they are speaking very fluently with each other. So listening is very important for English speaking. Number two is reading. So reading also is play a very important role in English learning. When we read something like article or newspaper, or watching movies with subtitle. So when we read all the words and all the sentences, so there is a lots of words that come to our mind, and we don't know their meaning. So when we search their meaning on Google, so Google can give us a result of that words. So we learn all these words meaning, and these also they also very helpful for us to learn English more easily. Number three is writing. So writing is also very important, because when we see any videos, any type of videos, or we read any type of newspaper article, something. So when we took a ballpoint and a register or notebook, so when we write all these sentences and make our own sentences, and make and uses words with each other, and trying to practice about writing. So our writing skill are also improving by that type of working. So writing is also play a very important role. uh, and number four is speaking. So speaking play also a very important role, because when we don't speak with anyone, with anyone, and don't try to speaking, so these all kind of information are just in our inside brain, or in our mind. So they cannot express with anyone. So I want to tell you that in a beginner stage, you don't speak English or any language very fluently as a native speaker. But when you try and you fail, but then you try. So a lot of changes occur with the passage of time. So you don't lose your hope, and don't give up. Just do it. So I want to tell you that practice makes man perfect. When you practicing daily, so your speaking skill is improving with the passage of time. Mm. So guys, that's all about English learning. So please like this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.